Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm not actually sideways. So, this is another oceanic global body stretch class. I apologize if you hear cars driving by. Right now, I'm on the kind of the edge of a mountain here in Delphi, Greece, and I decided that today the location for this live was going to be here. It's just as you're entering into the village of Delphi, and this adorable little structure here is where my husband Costas, his grandfather, used to keep his honeybees. So this whole terraced little area on the side of the road people have been keeping bees forever. We're not keeping bees here now, but this adorable little structure I just love, and it's just leaned right into the side of this mountain, and all the spring flowers are here, and the air is really fresh, and it just felt like a good place to do this. So, and I don't know if you can hear all the bees buzzing now. Can you hear that? So I'd like to start this global body stretch with a reading. Oh, I don't have to stand right here. I have a microphone. Sorry. I'm just going to walk my way up here. So all of these classes, all of these stretch classes, like I've said before, they are sourced from the body of work of Shelley Lemaire. And the other evening, last night actually, we had a call, an introductory call to this work and to a new course that's being offered. And the write-up for the call is so stunningly profound and precise for what is here now in the body of the earth, and will be the movement that we stretch from today, the motion that we stretch from today. So I thought it would be good to start with this. So I apologize for having to read it, but this is what the write-up says. At the deepest core of who we are as human, as soul-embodied form, we have been searching for home. Our existence is woven from an unending search for that which we lost, to return to that which we were separated from. Home through all levels of our being, our origin, our star home, our belonging, and ultimately source as our infinite core. We are at a time in our evolution as humanity that can now exist and function from a base earth and body of home here now, embodied on earth, as earth beyond separation. What is it to know ourselves as home, beyond our land or our lineage or our countries? To truly know ourselves as home here now, in our bodies, in the fullest definition of that word. The information we seek is no longer out there, where we've been reaching to know ourselves through star homes, lineages, and timelines. The codes of all homes are existing within the planetary body, in the now architecture of the earth, and fully accessible within the cellular form. Right now on Earth, there are over 10 million refugees driven from their homes. As a divine body of humanity, we have lived displaced. Most of us intimately know the feeling that something is missing, and have been searching for a base to rest into without fully knowing what that means. For many, this has literally played out as a search for home. For others, it has shown up in our relationships or in a search for family or purpose. We have carried the history of loss of home and of separation in the template of our bodies. Separation from our home origins, from our home beings, from our home function. It is the blueprint that has informed who we are. The children who have been arriving in recent years and the incoming souls who are preparing to conceive have been creating from a new cellular blueprint and a new base. A base where all beings can and do exist as one body. As we listen from their cellular reference and from the body of the earth now, we can know who we are as beings beyond the boundaries of individual function. And we can receive the fluid information of home, our unique individual star home information that exists as the entirety of all homes here now on Earth. A base that we can rest into and move from, a new operating system. This is our home function, our known way of being, and this is the operating system of the children who meet other as their body as same, in full ownership. We know this from our home origins, what it is to function systemically at levels beyond the individual, in and as the entire fabric of creation. So we move as this, we move from this. So a squat is a perfect place to begin. Feeling that opening in the base. Right, so we talk about a new operating system. What does that mean? What does that mean to function from a new operating system? So there's a feeling of right side of the body right now, leaning forward and down. Forward and down, as if it's leaning forward and down towards the earth, like my right ear planting itself on the earth. Right hand on the earth. Now there are like centipedes in this grass where I am. There's only two things that freak me out in nature, centipedes and water snakes. So I'm going to work with the centipede thing at the moment. But if you're not on grass where there's a lot of centipedes, you can actually let the right side of your body really lean towards the earth, okay? Bringing the right knee down. I'm actually going to just, come into this nice stretch. Don't know if you can see me here. I've got the right hand down. Oh, this whole thing again of not knowing if you can see me. Centipedes, please don't bite me. Right hand down, right knee down. Left side opening. Right, so that right side of the body is like the foundation and the support here. And the left side is stretching. Left armpit, left armpit, left ribs, left arm, left side body, left leg, all the way out left foot, whole left side. Stretching open and leaning into that right side support. And we're going to come up, we're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Again, I'm working with this. Maybe I'll go this way. No, I want to keep it this way. Okay? So, right leg, right side opening now. Left side providing the stability and the support function with the earth as the right side stretches open. Okay? I'm going to face you and do that now. So, right side. Don't bite me, centipedes. Right side on the earth, providing the support, the structure, left side stretch. And to the other side. Left side down, function, support, left side, so the right side can stretch. And up. All right, I could go again to the other side. Let's do it again. Right, so we kind of do it until it feels like it's done. Opening, the other side, and opening, and up, and on the hands and the knees. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I decided to do this outside. No mat in like Centipede Haven. Okay. And there's just a rocking forward and back. Again, another great move for the base. So we talk about base function, home base, fluid base. What does it mean to have a home base? Literally, right? What does it mean to function from a home base? From a base that knows home. From a base that doesn't have to leave the body to find home. And a base that doesn't have to search out there for home information, but that all the information of home origin is in the base of the body now. And that same base, information is in the body of the earth. And we come into that nice squat. Fudge, that feels good. Right? Nice big squat. Nice rock with it. And a reach of the arms if you can. If you can't and the hands have to stay down, that's fine. But wide open base through the sit bones, through the pelvic floor, genitals, fluid, down the legs, feet, earth, base, body, one body, not separate. And that all the information is here. Which is massive. Just even saying that and feeling that is really freaking massive. That all the star home information, all the origin home information is in the body of the earth and is therefore in the base of our body. Right? Like a new base code. Wave to the drivers driving by. And from here we're going to just pour it forward. We're going to into a nice forward bend, stretching, opening the backs of the legs. It's like a pouring. I always think of a waterfall. Sorry, my microphone. Like a water falling forward. The opening, the stretch through the back, even through the bottoms of the feet. Right? The information in the feet, on the earth, in the legs, in the base, and the spine and the neck. In that place, the occiput where the skull attaches to the neck, really fluid there, and in the jaw. What information is available now through the spine, especially in the occiput? Feels really emotional. Like what has been held, what's been locked out, what's been distorted in the occiput, and what's here and what's free now. I'm just going to hang here a little bit longer. Just want to make sure my microphone, you can hear it. And there's a little bit of a nice fluid sway of the hips, side to side. Right? So now really feeling earth body, big earth body, base, earth body, base, big body, earth body, base, base, right? Base, my base, your base, our base, the base. So that there's a feeling of earth, body, base, and my body base is there's no separation. It's the same, so it feels really big. And now there's sort of a floating up with that feeling. A nice fluid, buoyant floating up. With the big earth body base as base. Side to side. And it circles. And the movement is coming from a really different place. I'm sure that many of us have done this circular motion many times. But feeling this motion, doing it from a body that's separate, a body that is in separation, a body that is highly individuated, feels really different than doing this motion in a body that is the body of the unified child, the body that is not separate from the body of the earth, right? So now there's this feeling here, like just big and really massive through the legs, massive fluid legs. And the arms reaching out. So I guess you could say it's sort of like a squat. And a little side lunge at the same time. A squat side lunge with the arms. And the arms can come back. Right, so you get a nice stretch through the front of the shoulders here. But there's still... So if I was to do this motion right here, this squat motion with my legs, from my separate reference, my legs would be really tired by now. They'd feel really fatigued, but they don't. Because I feel the massive base. I feel the massive fluid base. And up. And aside. Again, I'm always in this thing of like, can you see me? Can you see me? That's relevant, right? Can you see me? And side to side. So one hip up, one hip down, one side reach. So there's a stretch up. And there's a reach down, alternating. And again, the base is here the whole time, okay? This whole thing actually functions from the base. 100%, this whole thing functions from the frickin' base. What's that song? With the bass and the bass. It's all about the bass. Okay. Let me bring it into a nice big lunge here. Right arm reaches, left arm reaches down. Okay, so it's like this. From the front, it looks like this. Right? But it feels better for me to be facing this direction for some reason. Okay. Reverse the arms. Nice stretch. And the hands are like this, reaching through the wrist, opening up all those channels in the arms. And again, this. Actively opening up the channels in the arms. Come to the front, get wide, and get low. I don't know why, but a lot of the time when I am in this position, I just want to swear a lot. Opening up, especially through the front here of the thighs, the groin, wide, 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 wide. Feet wide. You can turn the feet in, and we waterfall, we tip it, we pour it forward. forward, forward, forward. And again, that place in the spine. So you feel fluid earth, fluid legs, fluid base, fluid spine. And again, the place that feels like it sometimes, I don't know, it gets stuck or blocked is in the occiput there, the jaw. So how do we have, again, free access to the freedom information, the top of the spine, the occiput. Which brings a different freedom to the eyes and into the brain and the breath. And again, in this position, you can always do a little side-to-side lunge in the legs. Now we bring it right over to the other side. Again, a nice big body, full body lunge stretch. Okay? All from the base. And the arms can do a circle. You can do one at a time or both. Both feels really good. There's a sweeping forward. A scooping. So you can even feel here that there's information from the fluid earth body base information, like moving into the ovaries, the information in the womb, the tissue there, okay? And into the guts, the lining of the intestines. And really aware of how a lot of the time in classes, you know, a teacher may say, oh, engage your core, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. When you are in this big earth body base, none of that matters, actually. That's what it feels like right now. Okay, so can you feel, again, that huge, wide base of your body, which is the earth, which is your legs. Hella strong, but also really light. Right? I'm not rooting down. I'm not anchoring down because I'm not separate from the earth. So therefore, if we're not separate from the earth, why do we have to root into the earth or anchor into the earth? We don't. That's redundant. Okay, arms down. Again, with this wrist, you can see like this. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see me. Wrists and down. And the head and the eyes can follow, which opens the thoracics and the chest, the sternum. And down. Everything turns in. The hands turn in and the feet turn out. The hands turn in and the feet turn out, like wrists and ankles. Feet turn in, right? Wrists and ankles. And wrists. And we bring it together, just standing. Coming down into like a narrow squat. If you can, if you have to modify this, absolutely do it. But there's a little wiggle and a jiggle of the hips and the pelvis and the ovaries and the womb and the genitals, whatever your set of organs are. Okay. Now, if I wasn't on grass that has lots of centipedes, I'd probably lay down on my back right now, but I don't think I'm brave enough to do that. You're crawling in my ears. Okay. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do that, sorry. But what I will do is I will put my hands down. Okay? Centipedes, we are one, please. Okay, in this position, okay, we can open up the front here. Hips down, hips up. Doesn't matter where your hands are, if they're facing inward or outward, whatever your preference is, okay? But lift up, really feel this in the front of the shoulders, and down. Oh. And that spot in the occiput upper neck just had a nice little crack. Okay? If you're doing this with me, let's all hold it together. Sing your song. Sing it loud. Sing it proud. Oh. Ricola. Just hold it. Oh, feels good. And come down again. If you're not on centipede grass, you can lay all the way down. Okay. And forward. So while we're sitting here, I'll just share a little bit about what I'm seeing. So there's this big rock formation in front of me. It's kind of like a cliff, where actually I wanted to do the class, but it was too windy. And up there they have a carved out space in the rock from ancient times in Greece. And that's how they would they'd fill it with water, and that's how the honeybees would get their water. And then off in the distance I see the Peloponnese Mountains. And you can see a little bit of the ocean of Itea. And then over here again is the grove of thousands and thousands of olive trees. Thank you for joining me today, for joining us, for joining that place of the honeybees. And I do have a YouTube channel that these videos go onto. You can find them on YouTube at Oceanic Global Body Stretch. You can also go to the website Source Form Is Me, and under offerings you will find these videos as well. Okay, so much love to all of you. Mwah.